Welcome to the high-stakes world of golf, where every swing tells a story. The 2024 PGA season was a whirlwind of triumphs and heartbreaks, where legends were born and dreams were dashed. So with that in mind, let's dive into the winners and losers of the 2024 PGA season. First up we have Scottie Scheffler. Scottie Scheffler had an incredible season, racking up 7 PGA Tour wins, the most anyone's had since Tiger Woods 17 years ago. 4 of those victories were at signature events, including the Arnold Palmer Invitational. He also made history by becoming the first golfer to win back-to-back Players' Championships and clinching the Players' Championship, the Masters, and the FedEx Cup all in the same year. His stellar performance brought in a whopping $62.2 million in earnings. And as if that wasn't enough excitement, Scheffler was arrested during the PGA Championship and welcomed his first child. With such a memorable season, it's safe to say Scheffler left an unforgettable mark on the world of golf this year. Moving on, we have Rory McIlroy. Rory McIlroy had an impressive season, securing 3 wins worldwide, including back-to-back victories on the PGA Tour. But there were also a few heartbreaks along the way. His biggest missed opportunity came at the US Open, where he had a chance to claim his first major in a decade. Unfortunately, 3 bogeys in his final 5 holes cost him the lead. To add to the close calls, McIlroy also just missed out on a medal at the Olympics. Now as he looks ahead to 2025, McIlroy is considering scaling back his packed schedule, which had him potentially playing 27 events this year. After a roller coaster season, he's ready to balance performance with a more manageable pace. An important mention is Xander Schauffele. Xander Schauffele had a stellar 2024, shining in the majors where others fell short. He claimed his first major title at the PGA Championship, sinking a clutch 6-footer on the final hole to secure the win. Just 2 months later, he followed it up with a second major victory at the Open Championship, shooting an impressive final round of 65. Schauffele's season didn't stop there. He also snagged 3 runner-up finishes at the Players' Championship, Wells Fargo Championship, and FedEx St. Jude. His consistency was unmatched, extending his consecutive cut streak to 55 and setting a PGA Tour record for the lowest bogey percentage at 9.49%. It was a season of big moments and remarkable consistency for Schauffele, proving he's a force to be reckoned with. After him, we have Viktor Hovland. Viktor Hovland had a challenging 2024 season as the defending FedEx Cup champion. He struggled for most of the year and had to fight hard at the FedEx St. Jude Championship just to make it into the Tour Championship field. Entering the playoffs ranked outside the top 50, he managed to finish as the runner-up in Memphis, one of only 2 top 10 finishes all season. His other highlight was a 3rd-place finish at the PGA Championship, which came after reuniting with his swing coach, Joe Mayo. The duo had split up before the season, and without Mayo, Hovland's best result in 7 starts was a tie for 19th. Though it was a tough season, reconnecting with Mayo showed promise for Hovland's game moving forward. Next we have Sahith Theegala. Sahith Theegala turned things around in 2024 after the disappointment of missing the cut for the Tour Championship last season. Determined not to let that happen again, he entered the FedEx Cup playoffs ranked in the top 10 and finished an impressive third after the Tour Championship. One of the key reasons for his success was his dramatic improvement off the tee. He jumped from 134th to 22nd in strokes gained off the tee and moved up from 172nd to 91st in driving accuracy percentage. These gains in his driving game played a huge role in his breakthrough season, helping him secure his spot among the top contenders. Theegala's hard work and improvements clearly paid off in a big way this year. Moving on, we have Max Homa. Max Homa had a tough 2024 season where he struggled to contend consistently. Although he missed only 3 cuts, he managed just 3 top 10 finishes, all of which came before the PGA Championship. His season highlight was a 3rd place finish at the Masters, along with 2 T8 finishes at the Arnold Palmer Invitational and Wells Fargo Championship. Unfortunately, things took a downturn after he missed the cut at the US Open. Over his final 6 starts, his best result was 33rd, with disappointing finishes of 61st and 2 in the 70s. While Homa showed flashes of brilliance early on, the back half of his season left him searching for the form that had once made him a consistent contender. After him, we have Nick Dunlap. Nick Dunlap had a breakout 2024 season that he'll never forget. Starting the year as a sophomore at the University of Alabama and not yet a pro, he made history by winning the American Express, becoming the first amateur to win on the PGA Tour since 1991. That alone was a career-defining moment. Shortly after, he turned pro and kept the momentum going, capturing his 2nd win at the Barracuda Championship just 7 months later. Although he didn't receive the 500 points for his first victory since he was still an amateur, his 2 wins made him a standout, firmly putting him in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. It was a remarkable season that showed Dunlap's incredible potential. A clear disappointment was Tom Kim. Tom Kim's 2024 season didn't go as planned, ending earlier than he hoped when he narrowly missed qualifying for the 50-man BMW Championship. Despite making 18 out of 23 cuts, Kim struggled to truly contend throughout the year. He managed just 2 top 10 finishes, one at the RBC Canadian Open and another at the Travelers Championship. While his consistency in making cuts was solid, Kim couldn't quite find the form that made him a rising star in previous seasons. Like Victor Hovland, Kim faced a season of missed opportunities and will likely be eager to bounce back stronger in 2025, aiming to be a serious contender once again. Next we have Adam Scott. At 44, Adam Scott proved he's still a force to be reckoned with on the PGA Tour. Scott delivered 2 runner-up finishes and 5 top 10s in 2024, with a remarkable surge toward the end of the season. 4 of those top 10 finishes, including both runner-ups, came in his final 5 events, notably at the Genesis Scottish Open and the BMW Championship. His late-season run culminated in his best Tour Championship results since 2019. Scott's strong finish to the season showcased his ability to compete at the highest level, even after decades on tour. Lastly, we have Collin Morikawa. Collin Morikawa had a standout 2024 PGA Tour season, even though he didn't secure a win. What made this year special for Morikawa was his consistent performance across the majors. Just like Xander Schauffele, Morikawa made the cut at all 4 major tournaments. He never finished worse than 16th in any of them, showcasing his skill and resilience. His impressive run included a notable third-place finish at the Masters and a solid fourth-place showing at the PGA Championship. By the end of the season, Morikawa's strong performances helped him climb back into the top 5 of the world golf rankings. Adding to his achievements, he also recorded his best finish ever at the Tour Championship, proving that he's back at the top of his game. That brings us to the end of today's video. Who was your favorite this season? Let us know in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.